So if you made like 5 pies and cakes for the holidays and you still have heavy whipping cream left over and you have no sweets left in the house and it happens to be 8 p.m. so time for sweets, I asked ChatGPT. I was like, hey ChatGPT, can I make something with whipping cream, cocoa powder, and sugar that would be yummy to eat with a spoon? And ChatGPT was very supportive of this idea. So I just don't like things going to waste, and I'm never gonna use whipping cream. It was just special. I usually just have vegetables and meat and then something sugary. So I only had a half cup left. ChatGPT said use a whole cup and then 2 to 3 tablespoons of baking cocoa and then 2 to 4 tablespoons of sugar. But I'm out of sugar because I used it all in the desserts. So my mom will be really proud that I'm gonna use the monk fruit. But since it says 2 to 4, I'm probably gonna use all of that because monk fruit is not as powerful as sugar. Now I have monk fruit that's crystallized, and then I got monk fruit that's powdered for a very special meringue cake that I made. And so I'm gonna use that because I don't want crystals and crunchiness in this. I just want it to be smooth. So I poured in the half a cup of whipping cream, heavy whipping cream that I had left, and now I'm going to add half of all those other things. Now it would be nice if it was like super chocolatey, so do you need to get a set of measuring spoons and then lose some of them so that you have to get another set of measuring spoons so that you have 2 tablespoon holders. That is the way to go as far as I'm concerned. Said 2 to 3 for 1 cup. Ooh, yeah, I have to get my other one out. This is, I think, is only one left in here. Okay, I went to my handy dandy pantry and let's see how much is left. Like, that's not even a full tablespoon. So here's how I'm gonna do this. Not a full tablespoon. Now probably pretty equal to a tablespoon. That's what happens when you can't reach the insides. Do you want to watch me open this? I don't think you do. So if you like chocolate, I would suggest just having some in your house at all times, because then when you find yourself in a moment like I found myself today, you can figure out something you could make when you don't have anything else. That's a nice treat that you bought at the store. So this is the one used for chocolate. This one will be the one used for the monk fruit. Ugh. So it said 2 to 3 for a cup, so that's like a lot of powder. And then it said 2 to 4 for a cup. So I'm just gonna start with 2 because I was gonna do the max anyway. So let's do that. And then we get to be dusty. That's good. And now we need our mixer. Yeah, basically I would suggest just always, if you can, always have some flour in your pantry, some eggs in your refrigerator, that's the word, and some other random things like some kind of sweetener. I've had times where I had no sweetener other than maple syrup or honey, and those are still great and helpful in a pinch when you want something sweet. So here we go. Oh, please don't puff up on me. Okay, here's the trick I've found with mixing things. You have to keep it straight up and down. If it's at the slightest angle, things shoot out of the side. And when you're trying to clean it off, don't raise it above the bowl, but you could lift it above the things as long as all the stuff on your thingies, what are these called? Mixing things? These, whatever those are called. As long as those are above the stuff and below the top of your bowl, you can turn it on straight up and it'll just splash all over on the sides of your bowl. And then you don't have to clean it off the wall. Another thing my friend Kim told me all about was spatulas. They are the best. I honestly never used spatulas until Kim showed me how to make pie, and she uses spatulas. So you could whip this all together by hand and do it for like 10 minutes and be tired, or you could just use electricity. I like electricity. Maybe one day when the big EMP strikes, we won't have it anymore. So let's just enjoy it while we have it. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist. I just like to talk about them. Okay. Also, turning as you go, very important. And don't be afraid of scraping off the sides with this thing. to keep going until you start seeing it start to make its own peaks like this. See how it kind of makes its own peaks? I'm not done yet. That is getting better. Who would have thought milk could get air put into it and it could do weird things like that? That's pretty cool. Starting to feel almost like I'm mixing a soft butter. Hopefully nothing drips off. It might. That would be so bad if I had to lick it off of my clean counter. Oh, what am I to do? So that's looking pretty good. So then the directions say to put it in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes to chill, which you can totally do, or you can just eat it. Oh, you gotta taste test it first. I probably put a little too much chocolate in there because it is a little bitter. We're gonna add a little more monk fruit. Is it too late to add monk fruit? I don't know, let's find out. Will it mix in? I'm starting to be messy. I wasn't going straight up and down. But this might be how you could make a nice soft butter that's really easy to spread on freshly baked bread. Okay, let's test it again. That's better. So I'm probably not gonna put it in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes, but you could totally do that. And now you have a nice little sweet treat. You could even put it in the freezer and then pretend it's ice cream. I mean, those are ideas. Cool. Bye. Yeah, I lied. I need to show you this part. I'm gonna clean it. Oh, hopefully it doesn't go wrong. That really didn't do much. Probably because it is so butter-like. It's too bad I'm gonna have to lick these off. Okay, bye for real. Always clean off your devices, even if you're just wiping it with a damp towel. You don't want it building up over time. That's gross. Yeah, don't submerge this in water because it will break it. Bye. Okay, just wanted to let you know that I have lied to you multiple times. I am actually going to chill it for 20 to 30 minutes because I'm gonna parcel all of these videos together and post it and then eat it afterwards. Okay, update. It is like eating icing almost. It's mousse-like, and I would suggest if you're doing only a half cup of heavy whipping cream that you only use like a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of the chocolate because it is still a little bitter. I don't mind it. If you like dark chocolate, you might like it a lot. And then also if you have powdered sugar, and that would be, and if you really like sweet things, use real sugar or powdered sugar. And just have fun figuring it out. Enjoy.